What's good, everyone? It's Chambers from chambersmixedit.com, and today we're going to be doing a rod wave tutorial, like really melodic chord progression, melody, music theory type stuff. I'm going to teach you all of it step by step. In the last video, we did the little TJ and the Polo G style beat with the pianos and stuff, so we're going to stay in that type of vibe, this time more rod wave type of vibe. And also very important, before I get started with all this music theory stuff, I just dropped a brand new course on my website called the Music Theory Masters course. It's a 3-video music theory course. It's over an hour long, and I'm teaching about chord progressions like major chords and minor chords, from 7ths to 9ths to 13ths to Triad, all that stuff. How to use scales to build these chords. I'm teaching you about melodies, how to make melodies within the chords, how to make melodies on top of the chords. And I'm also going to produce a full beat from start to finish and show you my entire process, from the chords to the melodies to the mixing to the structuring to the drum sound selection, all of that stuff. And it also includes 5 fire MIDI chord progressions with melodies that you could use royalty free. And also you could email me any melodies or beats or chord progressions that you make for my feedback if you get the course. So my email is completely open to you. And so far, some of the people that got the course, they be sending me emails of the stuff that they make, and it's sounding fire. And I'm super excited and proud of all the people that have been doing that and who have been learning from this course. It's at chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. I'm gonna leave a link in the description and in the comment section for you guys. All right, so we're in GarageBand today. So we're gonna start with a G note. Let me just add a G right here. Tempo is be like between 130 140, you know. And what I'm going to start out with is a G minor triad chord. So let's just build that out. Call it a triad because it has 1 2 3 notes. Tri means 2, so you're gonna tri means 3, so you're gonna have 3 notes in this chord. We have the G, the A sharp, and the D. We're working in the G minor scale, so let me show you what that is real quick. We got G, A sharp, C, D, D sharp, F, G. From the G, I'm going to go down 1 note in the scale. So like we just said, if the scale is G minor, 1 under the G is the F. Not the F sharp. We don't include him. He probably used Ableton or something, so we don't want him. We go straight to the F. And now what we're going to do is build out an F major triad chord. And again, I'm going over how I know how to build these chords and make them even more expanded than that, all in the Music Theory Masters course. So we're going down from a minor to a major. Let's take it down even further. I'm going to cut this in half, bring it back. So now let's go even further down. I'm going to go down. Boom. This time we skipped over 1 note. We skipped over the D sharp, which is in the scale. And we ended up right here to do another minor chord, minor triad, D minor triad chord. Illuminati trick number 1. We're going to copy this. I'm going to hold shift and drag it out to duplicate it. We're going to hit that G triad again. And we're gonna drag it out to this point, and we're gonna come back on that F major triad. Now what we're gonna do is sticking up the chords. I'm gonna start adding the bass notes. So I'm gonna take an optic copy. I'm an eye doctor now. I'm gonna take an octave copy of this G, right? Boom, bring it down an octave, 2 octaves actually. See, now it's a thicker chord because we got the low G. Then what? We go to a F. They call me the 251 guy, so we're gonna pull off a 251 real quick. So let's go. Ooh. I don't want to get too complicated, but basically, if we were in the D sharp minor scale, this would be a 251 because the second note would be the F in the scale, the 5th note in the scale would be the A sharp, and the 1st note in the scale would be the D sharp. So it would be 251. That's confusing because now we're just changing up scales or whatever, but you don't gotta pay attention to that. I just gotta think for 251s. Then we'll just do it normal here, pick it up with the F. All right, now we're gonna move on to the drums. So, man, this is a kindergarten chord progression. You thought we were gonna move to the drums like that? Oh, we ain't even started this yet. All right, you ready? Because we about to go to octave town in a second. Pay attention, ready? So I'm gonna take the top note of the G triad and drop it down an octave. I'm gonna also take the A sharp, drop that down an octave. Whole different chord, right? It's still just a G minor triad, but we used what we call an inversion, and we switched up the octaves, switched up the spacing of the chord. Now the thing is, I'm not just gonna play the chord like straight up. It's gonna be more like this. That sounds terrible, but like what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna pull back this note just like that. So we're not just straight playing the G minor. It's gonna be like a staircase from the A sharp to the D, then up to the G like this. So basically we're just arpeggiating the chord, but like in a different octave spacing. That's just playing out note by note a G minor triad. Literally like the same thing. I could have done a G to an A to a D like that. I'm gonna drop this down 2 octaves. Oh yeah, so the F is already here. Just cut it out because we already got this guy here. I'm gonna drop down this A down an octave. Boom. Look at that. It's the same chord. It's that same F major triad, except it said it went from this to that. I want to keep on going with this melody right here. So we're going up the staircase. Let's go even higher. I need a transition note between this G and the C right here. Fire. That works. Dun, 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 dun. That's just a melody that I'm hearing in my head that I just drew in like that. So fire. And really, I'm just going down the scale, right? We're just going down the scale like that. Let me come back up here. But we leave like this big gap right here. I want to fill something up right there. So I'll put from the A to the C to the D. The C and the A sharp hitting at the same time is nice. So you're hearing 2 different things. You're hearing in harmony with. We're already halfway done. Let's move on to the second half where we got this G triad again. I'm gonna take the top 2 again, drop them down an octave. Oh, we might actually get tricky with this. I'm gonna take this one too and drop the G down an octave. Wow, I'm stupid. We just took the whole chord down an octave basically. That's all we did. I'm gonna take the G, duplicate that out, hold shift, drag it out, hit control and the up arrow. It's a G minor triad, but we got the G on top. I'm not gonna play it like that. I'm gonna strum it out again. I'm gonna take this one all the way back. Take this one all the way back. But also like we did here, I'm gonna take that G, and add him right there. Am I blind, bro? I can't. It's not. It's here. My bad. This man's wild. He going way too far out. Drag him back. I think I'm gonna take the same melody, drag that out. Beautiful. We just gotta fill all this space up. I mean, like, look at this. It's just depressing. Let me see. I think I'm gonna layer it with the A sharp right here. So it's kind of like a chord. Like if I were to add the G right here, we'd have a G minor triad again. But instead, I'm gonna just do a little trick where we break the chord up. I'm gonna just have the G extended, and then we just hit the A sharp and the D note like that. Then I'll bring the G over again. The G here is gonna be like the dominant leading tone that you hear. It's just straight G notes over and over. And we got to mess with the octaves for this chord too. So I'm going to take this one, go down an octave, psych, go down another octave. So we got nice deep notes right here. Just filling up space. And like, look at the parallel here. Remember at the end, we had the D and the A sharp. Then we revisit that same idea here at the end, except we put the D down an octave to work with the A sharp. Melody secrets. Now I'm gonna add a little filler note right here to an A sharp. And I might actually do an octave of that too. Let's drag those out. Hit Alt S so we can strum it out. You want to learn more about these music theory terms and techniques and ideas? I'm telling you, Music Theory Masters course is just what you need. We take something like this, but go way much more in depth into it, and you'll learn a lot more. I think I'm going to also make a simpler version. So let's clone this. Get the melody out. Nobody wants that. They probably use Cubase or something. So let's just have the chords. Basically what I'm doing, I'm just making a simpler version of this for like the intro or whatever, but not a full melody. Simple, right? Just a simpler version of that same chord progression. Right click, boom, quick render as audio clip. Now we just turn the MIDI that we had into audio clips. Boom, drag that into the playlist. You can cut the excess with the slice tool. Bink, move this over. What? I'm gonna call it piano. I'm gonna call this one flute. So that's our chord progression with the melody, and also our chord progression that's just the chord progression. Now we about to add some hard hitting rod wave drums, and it's about to be fire. So let's get it. All I'm saying, R&B trap fusion drum kit on my website is the best type of drums for this type of genre. But yeah, so I'm gonna be using those drums today. So let's grab some kick, some percussion, some open hi-hats, you know, all that stuff. The 808, I'm gonna go back into here. I'm gonna bink, 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 copy the root notes, add to a new pattern, go into the 808, hit Control V to paste that, drag that back, get the velocity set. And usually in my videos, you see me like take everything down here except the hold. This time I'm gonna just take the attack down because I want a different type of sounding 808. The 808 is kind of high for me. I'm gonna go down like 1, 2. Let's go down 2 semitones. So I'm gonna come in here, drop this down 200 cents. 200 cents is 2 semitones. So for every 100 cent, you have $1. For every 100 cent, you have 1 semitone. There we go. I'm gonna copy this over by hitting Shift. Let's make this one unique, and in this one I'm gonna change it up a little bit, make it more interesting. And in this case, I'm gonna clone this 808, and on this one I'm gonna put the hold up just like that. The release won't clash when we go from this C to this D sharp. You know how you hear how it was clashing last time, so we just got rid of that. Let's roll this one out. So actually, yeah, stay with the hold 808 so it's not a bunch of notes overlapping each other, and just roll these out. Perfect. I'm gonna bring the C. There we go. There's our 808 pattern. Let's get the claps. Claps on the 3 and the 7 counts of the metronome. Psych, it's a club record. I really gotta stop doing that show because it's terrible. Hi-hats fill each 2 steps. We'll come in here, we'll do some rolls and whatnot, you know what I mean? So just grab the paintbrush tool. There we go, just like that. Maybe have some go up. Switch it up to like 6th beat. Drop some notes down, you know. We'll do it again, make this one unique. Let's see, change it up this time, just have a low note. Do a triple hit right there, boom. Maybe drop it down a note. Let's go into 1/3 step. Maybe have the notes drop down. Cool, there's the hi-hats. Also, hold on, I might want to slow it down. We'll do like... With rod wave, it's not like just full straight on Phillies 2-step. Now I knocked my water bottle down. Who want to die today? It's not just like Phillies 2 steps. It's, you're going to like pick and choose and take out some of the hi-hats. Like this one, you just know he uses Ableton. Like you could just see it in his eyes. So take him out. We don't need him here. Not every step has to be filled up with a hi-hat. Next, we'll add open hi-hats. Got mad percussion here to use. Tune your percussion. Too many people like are tone deaf these days and don't really like hear, but like this, that key of percussion is not in key. But when you pitch it down 1 semitone, that sounds so much better, right? What else we got? A snare. We'll do... We'll do a little like snare roll here at the end. Same thing as the hi-hat, except with the snare. Add this FX wind chime type sound in there. All in the R&B trap fusion drum kit for you. Oh, also we forgot the kick. I clone this kick, right? Hit this clone button. I went in here and I'm going to hit reverse polarity because the polarity can affect the way that the 808 and the kick are going to interact with each other. Like, listen to this, right? This kick sounds like it could bench like 20 pounds maybe. I don't know, but then we switch it to this. Let's bring in the melodic piano back. Now let's hear it all together. So that's how I would make a rod wave piano beat in FL Studio. We got the piano chord progression with the melodies, the sample chord progression, 808 following the root note, and all the drums and all that. So yeah, for sure, if you're interested in learning more about music theory and when you want to learn it more in depth and just become a better producer and improve your craft, I highly recommend the Music Theory Masters course out now on my website, chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. Or maybe if you just want the drums, hey, the R&B trap fusion drums are perfect for this type of music, also at chambersmixedit.com/soundkits. I'll leave a link for you in the description and in the comments section. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.